My name is Leslie Kelley. I'm from Gonzales, Texas. 5 years ago this month, I found out I was pregnant and I was due in October. I had a normal pregnancy up until about my 7th month. It was mid-July and I woke up one morning and I had a headache. Every time I stood up, it felt like somebody hit me in the head with a brick. And I had suffered from migraines before, but this was different than any headache I had had. So I wrote it off at first to normal pregnancy issues till the next day when I still had it. And I got on Facebook and I said, hey, anybody know why I have this really bad headache, and I can't get rid of it? And a friend of mine who was a nurse said, you're pregnant, you got a headache, you need to check your blood pressure. And I said, well, I'm going to the doctor later this week. I think I'll wait till then. And then Wednesday comes along and I still don't feel good. So I call the doctor and I say, I have an appointment tomorrow, but I've got this bad headache and I don't feel good. And they say, well, go ahead and come on in. So I go in and I have high blood pressure. I have protein in my urine. And those are both symptoms of preeclampsia. I delivered my son at 8 a.m. on July 25th, 2013. He was 3 pounds and 4 ounces, and he would go on to spend 95 days in the NICU. I was in the hospital myself for a week after that with preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome, and they could not get my blood pressure to go down. I had a horrible headache for a number of days. I was in and out of consciousness. I remember very little up until I had been there a few days. I didn't get to hold my son until 2 days after I had gotten out of the NICU, out of the hospital. And I still have blood pressure issues to this day. I was never told about preeclampsia or HELLP syndrome. It wasn't in any of the literature that I was given. It wasn't something on the, these are things to watch for. None of that. Why do we have a high maternal mortality rate in Texas and in the United States? I believe, number one, it is due to just not knowing. Not enough women know about these issues. No one ever told me to check my blood pressure. Just checking my blood pressure might have saved me a lot of these issues. I think because it's rare, a lot of time doctors and women are quick to overlook it. Oh, well, that could happen, but it happens so rare. I live in Gonzales, Texas, and I can tell you that I know at least 2 other women just in my hometown who have had preeclampsia, HELLP, or even both together at the same time. Now, that's just preeclampsia and HELLP. There are a myriad of other syndromes and issues that happen during pregnancy that can cause this same issue. Living in the United States, living in 2019, we think, how can anybody die in childbirth? It's all unheard of, and it's not. And it happens way more than anybody thinks. Not only that, there's this misconception that only certain types of women get this. I know it's, I've been told that it's typically, you see it in higher instances of it in minorities or low socioeconomic statuses. I am a school teacher. I have good insurance, and I had it. I know women who are wealthy who have had it. I know women who are poor that have had it. I know African Americans, Hispanics. It doesn't matter. So many women I have met who have had the same issues or variants of the issues that I had. Be an advocate for your body, for yourself. If something feels off, don't disregard it, no matter how normal you think it is. Mine was rare. It was rare till it isn't. And if you've had preeclampsia, HELLP syndrome, anything, that's health related due to pregnancy, just remember too that a lot of times it's not your fault. It's nothing you've done. It's just what happened.